So, good morning, friends. Today we are going to see the topic cogeneration principle in Unit 4. The unit heading itself, we have detailing about cogeneration and residual heat recovery. So, what is cogeneration? Before that, what is generation? Before that, what is boiler? These are all the basic things we have to know before we enter into the cogeneration. So, the boiler is a mechanical device that used to convert the water into steam with the desired output condition like dryness fraction, pressure, and temperature. This is the definition for boiler. Then, the generation of steam and production of power is called generation. So, that is power generation. What is meant by cogeneration? Cogeneration is nothing but usage of waste heat and make use of that waste heat in a single fuel source, that is called as cogeneration. Cogeneration is nothing but usage of waste heat and it is to be diverted in a single fuel source. Suppose a boiler is available means there is a water wall is there, and in between the water wall the coal is burnt and heat is produced, and the water is converted into steam and it is sent to the drum, and from drum it is go to turbine and it rotate the turbine and the power is generated. In this total process, wherever the waste heat is obtained or usage of fuel is more, we have to obtain that heat and send it to the single fuel source, that is called cogeneration. Next, so this schematic diagram will clearly tell about what is cogeneration. So the green color indicates the losses, so that the losses of heat input is converted into useful heat, that is called as cogeneration. In next diagram it is clearly obtained. So in this diagram, in this explanation, we see the overall efficiency is increased up to 75%. In the previous diagram, you see it is only 62. 62 plus 11 is 73, and plus 2 is also possible. So the output after cogeneration, the efficiency is 75%. Another advantage is we have to generate power at very low cost, that is the another advantage. And second point, fuel saving is up to 40 to 50% is reduced in cogeneration principle. And third one, the long life, that means in electrical equipments when we are using single fuel source, there is the possibility of more and more working time, that is standard working time is increased, so the life of the product is also increased. This is the advantage of cogeneration. So next one is types of cogeneration. This is very important. Based only the basic types, you can clearly identify where which type of cogeneration is used where, something like that you have to know very effectively. So first one, from bottom we have to move towards in a hierarchic order. Heat based, it is simply cogeneration done only for heating purpose, that is means only fuel source. Second one, steam based. In steam based, it is not the power source, it is a steam based, that means the more and more steam is generated with the help of cogeneration principle. Third one is power based. The required demand of power, the cogeneration principle is used so that more power is generated. First one is very important. In most of the power plant we are using power and steam balancing. That means Wherever there is a alternate pipe is used, wherever you want power and wherever you want steam, both are used. In this type of steam, in this type of cogeneration is used mostly in almost all power plants. This type of cogeneration is used. So next we move on to principle of cogeneration. The cogeneration is otherwise called as combined heat and power generation, CHPG. The G is missing, you have to add this. Combined heat and power generation, CHPG. The sequential generation of two forms of useful energy in a single primary source. The sequential generation of two form of useful energy in a single energy source is called cogeneration, and it is the main principle of cogeneration. So from the single fuel source, because of cogeneration, we have the availability of both heat and electricity. Heat in terms of fuel, and by rotating the prime mover other than turbine, we can get the electricity. So most usual, both electrical and mechanical are almost same, and in terms of thermal it come under heating or cooling. Wherever the requirement, it is based on that. Next one, what is the difference between traditional power plant usage and cogeneration power plant usage? So energy loss in traditional power plant usage is 55%, and in cogeneration power plant the loss of energy is only 20%. So the remaining 35% is used as a thermal energy, and it is used as a heat energy, and it again sent to the prime mover, something like that. So this is the principle of cogeneration, and the remaining thing we see in the next presentation. Thank you.